Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing popular baby product items that you don't really need or things that I think you should get instead. So if you guys like today's video and you like videos like this, please make sure to give this one a thumbs up, subscribe down below if you aren't already, and let's just hop right into the video. First up are Honest Company diapers. So I know that they're super cute. Trust me, I bought them because they were so cute. Weston, my oldest, he had so many blowouts in them, and I just felt like they didn't really do a good enough job to justify the price. To spend that much on diapers, they need to do a lot more than just look cute. They are definitely not worth the money, and I would just recommend using either Huggies diapers or the Kirkland brand diapers if you have a Costco membership. Next up are baby mittens and baby shoes. So I have a little secret for you guys, okay? Babies don't walk. For real though, babies do not walk. They don't need shoes until they're about 11 months to a year old. And once they start actually walking and learning to walk, then they could use some shoes. But as far as like the newborn days, they definitely do not need shoes for like the first basically year of their life. And then for the mittens, don't get like the loose mittens because they're just gonna fall off and you're gonna lose them like a pair of socks. One tip for you guys is to get footed sleepers that have built-in mittens on them. You won't lose them and they work super well. Definitely recommend getting some sleepers that have the built-in mittens because it's going to save you a lot of time and effort trying to find mittens because you're going to lose them. Trust me. I don't know what happens. I don't know if the dog eats them, they get lost in the dryer. I have no idea, but it's just not worth it in my opinion to worry about mittens. The next really popular baby item that I feel like is so unnecessary is a changing table. So we used a changing table with Weston and then we had the same one and we used that for Noah. But this time we are not using a changing table with Navy at all. You guys know if you have seen any of my other videos that I love having just a changing mat. I have one downstairs, I have one upstairs, I have one in my diaper bag. I will literally just change Navy wherever we are. So if we're downstairs, I'll change her on the couch and I'll just lay out my changing mat. If we're upstairs, I'll change her on my bed. I just don't think that a changing table is necessary, especially as your baby gets bigger. You're only really going to use your changing table until your babies are like maybe 6 months old. From like my experience, I stopped using it once Noah turned 6 months old because he just got too big. And so for me, there's no point in purchasing a designated changing table because then you feel like you're stuck using it. If you're downstairs, you're gonna wanna come all the way upstairs to change your baby and use your changing table. And I just feel like it's such a waste of time, energy, money, all of the above. So I'll link my favorite changing mats down below in the description box. They are from Amazon and I love them. The next really popular baby product that I find so unnecessary is a wipe warmer. I find that kind of comical, and I know all of you wipe warmer lovers are gonna like come for me in the comments, but I just find that so ridiculous or just unnecessary. Honestly, I feel like babies are gonna cry whether you're changing them and using a warm wipe or a cold wipe. I mean, babies just in general don't really like diaper changes, so they're gonna cry one way or another, and I just feel like a wipe warmer is just such a waste of money. I wouldn't recommend that, and I also don't have an item that I would recommend to replace it. I just think that using room temperature wipes is good enough. I don't know, I just don't see the point in a wipe warmer. The next popular baby item that I'm sure you guys have heard about is baby powder. So baby powder used to be a lot more popular like 10 plus years ago, I think, but studies have come out talking about talc in baby powder, and it is actually known to cause cancer. So I would highly suggest you just stay away from baby powder. I have never once used baby powder with any of my kids, and I honestly don't even know what it's supposed to be used for, but I just don't think that it's a necessary product, and I personally would prefer not to keep potentially cancer-causing products in my house that could be used on my kids. So I would just say you don't really need baby powder, and baby powder just doesn't seem like a necessity to me. Another popular thing that a lot of people like to buy their newborns is cute newborn clothes, and yes, they are fun for pictures, but no, they are not functional. You guys know, if you have seen any of my other videos, that I am so against buying cute newborn clothes. I don't buy any cute clothes until my babies are at least like 5 or 6 months old. I just feel like in the early stages, like newborn stages, in the first few months, babies, all they do is eat, sleep, and poop. And so you don't really need them to be in a cute outfits. For the newborn stage, I just buy like 8 footed sleepers, maybe 2 onesies and a pair of pants, and call it good to go. Like, it is so unnecessary to have jeans for a newborn baby. I cannot, like, I had jeans for Weston when he was a newborn baby, and I cannot believe that I had those, and I think I might have used them maybe one time, because once I put them on him and realized what a hassle it was, I never wanted to do it ever again. Pass on the cute newborn clothes until your babies are like maybe 6 months old and you're not having to change their diaper literally every 30 minutes, you know? Kind of going off of that, like I said, I would recommend like 8 footed sleepers. You do want to get footed sleepers that have mittens built in, and then you're also going to want to get footed sleepers that are zippers and not snaps. Snaps are just so much more work, especially at like 2 in the morning. Nobody wants to deal with snaps. Just get ones that are zippered and then have built-in mittens. So I really love the Spearmint Love footed sleepers, and then I also really love the Kite Baby ones. So I will link both of those down below in the description box if you want to check them out. I definitely recommend those. I also really love the Gumi footed sleepers. They actually have contrast mitts on them, so those are super cool as well. And they have snaps on the butt area where you can actually see if your baby has a dirty diaper, which are really awesome as well. So I'll link those down below too. But yes, definitely recommend footed sleepers with zippers and built-in mittens. Another popular baby item are Velcro swaddles. I have no idea why. I get that they make swaddling a lot easier. I use them with Weston, but I'm gonna be completely honest, I absolutely hate them. I think that they are such a waste of money and a waste of time, because every time I went to change him in the middle of the night, it would startle him awake. So yes, your baby is already awake in the middle of the night, but you don't want to wake them up even more to where they're not gonna fall back asleep because you literally just scared the crap out of them, you know? That's what happened every time I went to change Weston's diaper in the middle of the night. I would undo the Velcro and he'd just freak out. I was just so over that. So this time I got the Love to Dream swaddle, which I absolutely love, and I rave about it all the time. I love that it's a zipper and you can actually zip it from the bottom. So if you do need to change your baby's diaper in the middle of the night, you can do it from the bottom and you don't have to like take them out of the entire swaddle, which is really great. I also love that it keeps babies' hands in their natural sleeping position. So babies sleep like this naturally and not with their hands down by their sides. So definitely check out the Love to Dream swaddle if you are in the market for a swaddle, because I love it so much. Another really popular baby product that I'm gonna say no to is a forehead thermometer. I know that they're all the hype right now because they're super easy to use and everything, but I'm gonna be honest, they are not accurate whatsoever. I had one of those with Weston when he was a baby, and at 3 weeks he had a very, very high fever, and I was using that trying to get his temperature, and every time I took it, even every 10 seconds, it was different by like 2 degrees. So they are not accurate whatsoever, and that high fever that he had, we ended up taking him to the hospital for it. I would get like 101, 103, 98.6, like it was always different. So after that incident, we ended up just getting a rectal thermometer, which is what I am going to recommend to you guys because it is 100% accurate, so much more accurate than a forehead thermometer. And we have used the same one literally for 4.5 years now, and we love it. Another thing that I'm gonna say no to is a flashy light play mat for your newborn babies. Those are actually extremely overstimulating for newborns. All the lights and the noises, yes, it gets their attention, but it's very, very overstimulating for them. So for me, I wish I had known that with Weston, but I didn't. So he did have one of those flashy play mats. But now that I know better, for Navy, we ended up getting her the Love Every Play Gym, and we love it. It's got like black and white contrast cards, which is really great for babies like cognitive development. It is stimulating for them, but it's a good type of stimulation. So definitely recommend the Love Every Play gym. It doesn't have a ton of like crazy music and flashy lights, but it is super great. She loves it. We love it. So definitely recommend one of those instead of one with all of the flashy lights and noises. Another baby product regret that I have is a bottle warmer, specifically the Dr. Brown bottle warmer. We had that one with Weston. Again, this is where I learned all of the things that I did not like, but we had the Dr. Brown bottle warmer and we did not like it. It always had like mold and mildew growing in it. It just wasn't a very good design. So we ended up not really using that. And then this time around with Navy, we ended up getting the Baby's Brew bottle warmer and we love it so much. It doesn't take up space on our counter. It's portable. We absolutely love it and I couldn't recommend it enough. For me personally, the Dr. Brown one was just not very good. I also regret ever buying a bottle sanitizer. Now, if you are someone who doesn't have a dishwasher, then you probably will want to buy a bottle sanitizer. I did not know this 4.5 years ago when I bought a bottle sanitizer. You can actually just use your dishwasher as a sanitizer and it works just the same. So save money where you can. I think we ended up paying like 60 or 80 bucks for a bottle sanitizer that we never used because we just used our dishwasher. So hopefully you guys do not buy an unnecessary baby item like I did, but that thing was a complete waste of money. We literally never used it except one time before I even had him when I sanitized all of his bottles and pacifiers. But after that time, I never used it ever again. It was such a waste of money. So definitely just if you have a dishwasher, just use your dishwasher. Like don't even worry about a fancy bottle sanitizer. Not worth it. Next up is a Wubba Nub. So we ended up getting a Wubba Nub for Noah when he was a baby and I literally despise the Wubba Nub now. First of all, the pacifier part of it is so ginormous. It was so hard for him to keep in his mouth. And then the next thing is like the animal that's attached to it, he would always somehow grab it and yank on it and then it would yank the pacifier out of his mouth. So it literally defeated the whole purpose of it being there in the first place. I don't know. I just do not like the Wubba Nub. I had a horrible experience with it. It just like did not work for us. We just like regular pacifiers. We like the Bibs and the Frigs ones. They are lightweight. They're easy for babies to keep in their mouth. Now, obviously newborns will have trouble keeping pacifiers in their mouth. That's just kind of how it goes. But Navy and Noah both liked the Bibs and the Frigs pacifiers and they are able to keep them in their mouth much better than any other pacifier. So I would just recommend a lightweight pacifier. Don't worry about the Wubba Nub thing. It just doesn't work. Babies end up yanking that thing out of their mouth anyway, so save your money. Don't even worry about that. The last thing is kind of controversial, so I don't need any negative comments down in the comments. I already know, and I'm already making a disclaimer here that I am aware that this is controversial and may not be considered safe sleep, but I am going to say the crib is a waste of money. We had a crib for Weston and we literally never used it. We had a crib for Noah and we literally never used it. So for Navy, we have the crib, but we're actually getting rid of it because first of all, the crib, once they learn to stand up, they literally gnaw on the wood of the crib and they gnaw on the paint and that is not good for them to ingest. And then not only that, the cribs have slats in them which their arms can get stuck in, their legs can get stuck in, and it's not safe to put a bumper guard thing around the crib, so then their pacifier ends up falling on the floor out of their crib. And just for us, the cribs have been a nightmare. I don't know why, but we just cannot stand the cribs. So what we ended up using instead of the crib with Weston was the pack and play. We just set it up right next to our bed. You can get a mattress for it. It has mesh walls, and so the pacifier never fell out of it. He never got stuck in it, you know what I mean? And then for Noah, he ended up just co-sleeping with us. So yes, I know that's not safe sleep, but do what works best for your family. So we ended up co-sleeping with Noah. That is what worked for us. He literally went straight from sleeping in our bed to sleeping into his own twin-sized bed. Personally, as a family, we never use cribs. Now, I totally understand that a nursery doesn't really look like a nursery without a crib, so I totally get it. But for me, like, we just literally never use it. And I don't know what we're gonna end up doing with Navy once she outgrows her bassinet. We don't know if she's gonna co-sleep. We don't know if she's gonna sleep in a pack and play. And I also did want to say, if you do buy a crib, IKEA has a really cute wooden one that a lot of influencers have that is literally like $98. It's super cheap, and I'm actually considering getting that one for her nursery, because we are going to be doing her nursery here soon. And the crib we have is like Noah's old crib. It's not going to really match, but for $98, I'm like, honestly, I could just get that crib just for like the look of a nursery. I don't know. I mean, that's obviously a waste of money, so I probably won't do that, but that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe down below if you aren't already, and let me know down in the comments baby products that you find are a complete waste of money. I'm very interested in hearing your guys' thoughts. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.